Hey, and namaste. I'm Zay with Xude Yoga, and today we're doing a quick morning yoga flow for an energy boost so you can rise, feel rejuvenated and energized. As you can see, I am in the comfort of the bed in my hotel room, but you can practice this on any surface that you would like. So let us know what you think of this practice, how this practice has helped you, and also feel free to leave some suggestions for future practices as well. Let's get into the flow. Let's begin this energizing practice on our hands and knees. Taking about a minute or two just to move. You can move between cat-cow, the shoulder to the hip. Just getting that vital energy moving throughout the spine. Becoming familiar with your breath and the synchronicity of the breath and body. Taking your time with each movement. All right, now from here we're going to extend the arms out in front of us, internally rotating the shoulders, extending the spine forward, allowing the chest to lower towards the surface. And inhale slowly, beginning to walk the hands towards the knees, rolling the body up, pressing the hips forward. Chest moves up towards the sky as you externally rotate the shoulders, pulling on the heels as the crown draws back towards the toes. Maybe taking the left palm and reaching it over the head, twisting to the right. Lowering the left palm, bringing the right arm over the head, twisting to the left. Maybe even rotating the wrist. And lowering the right palm, coming into a camel pose, or into child's pose. You can rest on the tops of the hands. You can walk the arms out in front of you. From here, we're going to meet right back into a tabletop. Maybe swaying the hips, the shoulders, in a serpent-like motion. And let's stretch out the wrists. So flipping the hands over, the fingers are facing each other. Shoulders are stacked on top of the wrists, and when you're ready, beginning to rotate the shoulders around the wrists. Maybe relaxing the head towards the surface, slowing down your rotation. In reverse. Flipping the hands over, the wrists are now facing each other, spreading the fingertips wide, and rotate. Reverse. Sitting on the heels, bringing the hands out in front of you and rotating the wrists. Reverse. And shaking the wrist out. Coming back onto your hands and knees. And from here, we're going to bring the right arm over the right shoulder as you twist. Maybe bringing the gaze towards the right palm. You can rotate the wrist here. Opening the heart space in the right side of the body. And exhale, lower. Inhale, left palm over the left shoulder as you reach. Extend. Exhale, lower. Moving at your own pace. Moving from the right to the left. You can move through this flow at your own pace. I always like to say during every practice that this is your flow. I'm just here to guide you. So make any adjustments or modifications for your body at any time. Now, only when you're ready, exhale, lower back onto the hands and knees. You can come into a child's pose or you can move out the spine. And gently pressing into child's pose. Resting here for a few breaths. Remembering to relax the shoulders, relax the tongue and the jaw. Becoming aware of where you are tense in the body, breathing into these spaces, allowing yourself to relax. Extending the arms out in front of you and rocking into a cobra. Wrists underneath the shoulders, hips lower, shoulders externally rotate. You can move the shoulders from right to left. Folding the toes. Let's press into a downward facing dog. Moving however you would like while here. You can even rock onto the toes. You can pedal out the knees, sway the hips. And lowering the knees, coming back into a cobra. You can even rotate your head. And pressing back into a downward facing dog. Lowering the knees and coming into a child's pose. Taking a moment to yourself. Just be. with the body, with the breath. Now inhale, gently rolling the body up. You can pull on the knees, sending the chest forward and the crown back. And exhale, tucking everything forward, chin into the chest and the hips forward. You can rotate the hips and the top of the head simultaneously. Reverse. Tucking the chin into the chest. And coming back into a neutral spine. So for our last pose, we're gonna come into a frog pose. A nice little hip opener to start the day. Spreading the knees out as far as they can go. You're going to come onto the elbows, making sure that the knees are aligned with the ankles, creating an L shape with the hips, the knees, the ankles, and the toes. Shoulders are drawn back. From here, pressing into the elbows as you shift the hips back, opening the center of the hips. Relaxing the neck and the top of the head. Breathing through any discomfort you may be feeling at this moment. Becoming aware of what is rising from the root, acknowledging it and letting it go. Inhale, coming onto the hands, bringing the toes together and sitting on the heels, bringing the hands behind you and rotating the hips. As the hips move forward, they lift, really making each rotation intentional. In reverse. Right, bringing the hands out in front of you and pressing the knees together gently as you fold over the knees. You can take a moment to rest on the tops of the hands, or you can sway from left to right, moving in a serpent-like motion. To feel a stretch on the outside of the hips, you can rock from left to right. You can take the next 5 to 10 minutes to continue flowing. I'm going to suggest another video. You can pause this and continue your flow. And only when you're ready, meeting in a neutral spine, you can come into an easy seat or lie in Savasana. Placing your hands wherever you feel comfortable, you can bring the thumb and the index finger together. You can place one hand on the heart, one on the solar space. Or you can just rest them on the side. Taking deep inhales through the nose. Deep exhales out of the nose or the mouth. Deep inhale. And exhale. You can even do some fire breaths. One deep inhale. Thank you so much for showing up, for allowing me to guide you, for trusting me and guiding you, and just being here for yourself, with yourself. Until next time we flow, namaste.